Neighbor, there's something big coming to America. There is something huge coming to this nation. God is about to birth something beyond our wildest imagination. And pardon my emotion this morning, folks. Pardon my emotion, but I feel this all over me. God is in love with this country. He loves America. He did not send His Son, Jesus Christ, to die on a bloody cross and shed His blood for the salvation of billions of souls, to see this nation that is the bastion and the light, that golden lantern that she was holding, I believe with all my heart, that represented our nation, that represented what God had called this nation to do, to be a light to this world, to be a light of the gospel to the lost, to be a bastion, a cradle for the gospel, to go forth into all the earth, the north, the south, the east, and the west. God is birthing something in us. God is birthing something in you, young man. God is birthing something in you, young lady. God is birthing something in you, ma'am and sir. And it's not something physical. It's not something that we may even be able to see with our eyes, but it is something that is spiritual in nature and eternal in nature. It is not temporal, but it is eternal. It is eternal. Yes, we live in a day of trouble. Folks, look around our nation. This nation's in trouble. It's in spiritual trouble. When you have a governor in New York sign a bill into law killing babies up to the 9th month, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. When you have a sitting congresswoman in Congress that blasphemes God when she does it, when she tells the world that it's okay if these ISIS 3 individuals that just got arrested in Michigan this week, and they're ISIS sympathizers, and she comes out and she says, well, we need to have sympathy for these men. We need to have mercy for these men because they're misunderstood. It's blasphemy. It's blasphemy. It's blasphemy. It's rebuke. Everything godly, everything conservative, everything that's right with God, everything that is lined up with the Word of God, everything that is lined up with the Scriptures is rebuked today. And it's blasphemed by the left. It's blasphemed by God haters. It's blasphemed by those that don't know God. And yes, they need our prayers, but I'm telling you something, folks. Their argument, I want you to hear me this morning, their argument is not with me and you. Their argument is against God. Their argument is against God, just like Rabshakeh and Sennacherib did not realize they were not taunting Hezekiah when they were taunting Hezekiah. They were taunting God. God was hearing their taunts. God was hearing their rebuke. God was hearing their blasphemy. God was witnessing the day of trouble. He is all-knowing. He knows what is happening. He knows that this is a time that we live in. He knows the struggle that we live in as a nation. He knows that this is a struggle for fight and a struggle for truth. He knows every single thing about this country. He formed it from sea to shining sea. And He ordained Donald Trump. He ordained this man to be in office that we have in office today. And just as he was carrying that lantern, just as that dream that Beverly had where he was carrying that golden lantern, and he looked like Abraham Lincoln in many ways, as Lincoln liberated this country and God used Lincoln to liberate this nation from slavery, I totally believe this morning that President Trump, God is using President Trump to liberate this country from spiritual slavery.